Thanks for being here, Coach. And how do you start to set the relationship building with a new team?
Well, one of the goals that we try and set in the off season is for the team to get to know one another. That chemistry is so vital to our success. My dad was a coach, and he always told me when I started to get into this business, hey, the players will never care how much you know until they know how much you care about them as a person.
Hey, I got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been through it before. Work it this week.
We feel strongly that the chemistry, the bonds, the players knowing each other in a very close-knit way makes us a better team overall at the end of the day.
Here we go, let's go, let's go.
You know, being a leader starts at home. That's where you got to start. And listen, I'm not perfect. Try and lead my family, try and lead myself, number one, and then lead our football team. And really try and create an environment whereby everyone can become the best version of themselves. So that's an important piece of it.
Love y'all, boys. Win on three, 1, 2, 3. Win. Here we go, we're moving, let's go, baby, let's go!
I think starting over every season is the way to go. Starting from scratch, reteaching the fundamentals, reteaching our core values, reteaching our messaging to help build the culture again. Because culture, I know it's talked about a lot with our football team, it's certainly real, but if you don't tend to the garden, so to speak, then it'll grow up in the form of weeds all around it.
Here we go, we're bouncing, that's it, Q, that's it.
You don't accomplish anything by yourself. There's nothing more important than the team and keeping the team first. When you're trying to accomplish a big-time goal, you've got to do it together or you're never going to get there.
A lot of talk up front now, over-communicate it, over-communicate.
If you can then go back and over-communicate and work things out, I think that really is what makes those relationships even stronger and builds that bond that is so important.
You've implemented a lot of things to create the culture and the foundation that you talk about today. One of the things that we've heard is trust the process. What does that mean to you now today?
It's funny, you know, at my opening press conference, I used that word a few times.
Like I said, I thank the Pagulas in the process, extensive conversation throughout the interview process. I just believe in the process, and we're going to win going through the process.
Well, that's all I heard, and that's all I heard after that from some of the media about the word process. And it's definitely a word like culture that's probably overused, but in this case, I'm pretty authentic about the importance of process.
I think overall, it's really just about how one can become the best version of themselves. If you're trying to achieve elite levels of performance, people that focus more on the process is how you get there. It's how you get in the zone more times than not. And so if you focus on the result, man, you're going to live a pretty turbulent, results-driven life.
The NFL is a competitive business. You're going to win some, but you're also going to lose some. You're going to have to be able to respond and reset after failure. And so we talk a lot about that at the Bills and trying to get our players in that perfect headspace to perform at the highest of the high levels.
You want them as leaders, as young leaders, to learn how to lead, but you want them to be themselves. We don't all lead in the same way. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's one sentence you can look up to clearly define what leadership is. I think it's all based on the situation and the person and the people, as well as the goals. So I think leadership is constantly changing and evolving, and it's fun to watch young leaders, especially on our football team, develop.